What's going on, kings and queens? This is your coach, Coach GPS. To others, I'm just Gerald Paul Simmons Jr. To some, I'm just Gerald. Some, I'm just GPS. Anyways, I'm coming to you right now to answer some questions that I put out a question last week on Facebook, asking people to ask me any question they want to get to know me better. And I have some questions that I was asked, and now I want to go ahead and answer those questions. And saying that, let's go and hop right into it. My first question is coming from Queen Karen, all the way from Sweden, y'all. Sweden. Anyway, she asked me, what is your favorite music? Honestly, my favorite music right now, I have to say, I listen to a lot of different music. My favorite music is gospel music, of course. I love gospel music. It's very motivating to me, very moving, very touching. In saying that, though, I also love hip-hop. Hip-hop that tells a story. Hip-hop that can motivate me and move me. I love R&B. Jazz. I like to listen to jazz every now and then. And I mean, just motivating music. Like I said, gospel, R&B, jazz, and hip hop is about my best. What I like the most. Her next question is, what is your life purpose? Wow, life purpose. I asked this question also on my Facebook page not too long ago. And I answered that question by saying my life purpose, I honestly feel my life purpose is to motivate and inspire others. No matter what I'm going through in my life, no matter what position or situation or circumstance I am going through in my life, I think my main purpose here on this earth is to motivate and inspire others to know that they can keep moving through and get past any life circumstance or situation. So my main purpose here on earth is to motivate and inspire. Going to the next question is from King William. King William is from Lawton. But he lives here in Texas also, like I do. I'm from Lawton, Oklahoma, also. That's why I said that. Anyways, he says, how do you handle stress? Honestly, the way I handle stress, man, is I try to stay away from it as much as possible, really. I try to stay stress-free. And the way I do that is by, instead of looking at a problem or situation and worrying about it and, should we say, making yourself sick by worrying about it, I don't look at I don't look at situations and circumstances as problems. I look at them as things that we have to get past. So instead of looking at it as a problem, I look at the situation and try to find a solution in it. If I can't find a solution right away, instead of stressing about it, I stay positive about it and know that situation, circumstance is going to change sooner or later. That's about the best way I deal with stress, man. I really, really try to stay away from it, and I try to stay worry-free as much as possible. Like they say, I put my worries and things like that into God's hands, and let Him deal with that part of things while I'm continuing to move forward with other things. Next question is coming from Queen Marina. I hope I'm saying that right. She's right here in Texas also. And she said, where do I see myself in 5 years? Let me see. 5 years, that will put my oldest son at the age of 18, and my youngest son will be 11. In 5 years, I see myself already have been able to provide my wife with a life that she doesn't have to work if she doesn't want to anymore. I see in 5 years me being able to have already had paid her way to finish her school. She's in school right now going for her RN. She's a nurse right now and she wants to get her RN. The way she's doing it right now as far as working and going to school, as we all know, can take longer than we really wanted to. So by 5 years, I see myself already have been able to pay her way to school, through school, to have her RN and her doing her own practice, basically. I see myself going to my oldest son's graduation and and getting him into college if he wants to go to college. He's running track right now. So hopefully that can take him somewhere, but at the same time letting him know that education is important also, to not just worry about sports, and get your mind right also. In 5 years, I see myself just being able to give my family and my loved ones a life that I know I want to give them. Um, just living for more than just myself. That's what I see myself in 5 years. Being able to stand up, and give my message to millions of people. Um, to spread my message across the world, of always moving forward in life, no matter um, what cards you are dealt with in life. Always knowing how to win. That's my message. Always moving forward in life. So I see myself standing on that big stage and just preaching my, well, not, I don't want to say preaching. I see myself telling, and telling my story of, always moving forward in life, and never letting nothing get you down. Next question. She has also, is coming from Queen Marina. She said, "Who has influenced you the most and made you who you are today?" First of all, I honestly have to say God has influenced me the most. Reading the Bible and things like that lately has really triggered my mind to thinking on totally different wavelengths than I've ever thought of on before. Um, Next, my family and my family, my mom and dad, big influences in my life. They raised me in a loving home. I can't really remember times that I've seen my mom and dad argue in front of us as kids. So that was a big influence on the man I am today, to know what love is, because I was raised in a loving home. Um, Outside influences, well, still within my family, my kids, my wife. My wife is very, very strong. She's influenced me in many ways. She's made me a wise man. One of my favorite quotes in my book says, "A woman can't change a man, but a strong woman's love can work miracles on the wise man." And this woman, Denise, has made me wise in many ways, and I thank her to this day for dealing with me and staying with me this long. We've been married 12 years and been in each other's life for 15 years now. My kids is big influences on me. Um, to see something that I brought into the world, that my blood is running through, and that I can mold into, um, and mold any way I want to, basically, by being an example. My kids, they kids change you anyway, so that's been a big influence on me. Uh, Outside influences is people like P Diddy is a big influence on me. Russell Simmons, big influence. Bishop E. Bernard Jordan, big influence. Robert Kiyosaki, just to name a few. But those are the kind of influences. Les Brown, I can't leave that one out. Big influence. So that's been an influence on me, and that's who's made me. That's the type of thing that's made me the man that I am today. Next question is coming from Queen Erica from L Town, another L Town homie. Much love to you. She asked, "What is an important asset that you have?" I think one of my most important assets is my mind. Um, it's been renewed, it's been polished, and it's still getting polished every day. I feel that you can't, if you can't keep expanding your mind to see things in different ways, that you always be stuck in life. So my biggest asset right now is this mind, my mind, and the way that I can deal with different things. That's one of my biggest assets. Next question from King Ronnie, also L Town Love. I knew, I met Mr. Ronnie Brown in church. My parents took us to the same church that they went to, and me and his kids became friends also. Big shout out to Julian and Misha Brown. Well, his question is, what can you tell us about yourself? About GPS. Very unique, I think. Very interesting person. I look at life totally different from most people. I've always tried to look at the positive part of life. Even if it's darkness all around, I can always find a little positive light, and go towards that positive light. That's one of the biggest things about me. I'm gonna try to uplift you. I'm gonna try to tell you. I'm gonna try to get you to think differently and let you know that the life situation, circumstances you're going through is only a roadblock if you allow it to be. Um, so the thing about me, I'm a motivator and inspire. I'm a motivator by heart. It's my passion. I love motivating people. So that's what I can tell you about me. Next question is from Queen Shantae. She's right here in Texas. Um, she said, "What made you decide to become a coach?" Society made me decide to be a life coach at that. I saw the need of people to look at life um, through different eyes, should you say. A lot of times in life, especially lately, people get stuck and trapped in worldly things and think that their world is coming to an end because of the situation that the world is putting them through. Um, my biggest reason that I became a coach, that's because to change that mindset. And I believe the younger we try to grab people, the better off that we will be. So my biggest thing to becoming a coach is to try to grab the nation and let them know there's a different way to thinking. Um, to don't count themselves out of life when life is still happening around them. You got to still be a part of life. So my biggest part of being a coach is to get that message and drill it into people to let them know that they still can be great and they still can let their greatness shine no matter what. She also asked the question of what's the most rewarding part of being a coach. Honestly, the most rewarding part of being a coach is to um, like not too long ago, I got a letter from one of the young ladies that read my book and have my book. She sent me a letter saying how my little simple book has changed her way of thinking, changed the way she looks at life, changed her outlook on life. Things like that is my biggest reward from being a coach. When you know that you touch somebody's life and help them move forward past the situation in their life. Um, that's the biggest reward. I mean, aside of the money that being a coach can bring, aside from um, the fame that being a coach can bring, it's just knowing that I've helped somebody else move forward, and that's the biggest part. That's the biggest rewarding part of being a coach is helping others. My next question is from Queen Valencia, my home girl from Germany. Man, I knew this girl back in seventh grade. Anyway, she hit me with a good one, and she says, "What is your honest opinion of today's black woman? And is there anything you wish you could change about us?" My honest opinion about black women today, the first thing that comes to my mind is strong. Strong queens. If more of you all would know that you are strong beyond what you really think, I think that society as a whole can change. I know that a lot of it comes to the man, but I'm gonna let you know a secret, and I hope that I don't get hate mail from all the men for this one. But I'm just being real. Um, a man is going to do what you allow them to do. If you stop the things that you do not like in the beginning, um, that either that man is going to become wise and change, or that man is not going to give a care and keep doing what he's going to do anyways. So you have to be strong and intelligent and be the queen that you are, and know what you're going to tolerate, what you're not going to tolerate. Not saying be not saying let your ego and being disrespectful and being loud and all that. It's a fine line between um, being a queen and being a one black woman and just being outright disrespectful and things like that. So my thing is this. What I'm trying to say is this. What I would change is the things that some of you all accept from us men. Because men, I'm gonna tell you, men are simple. We do the things, and a lot of times we do things we don't think about we don't think about the whole picture of doing that, and we have to have that strong woman there to let us know, hey, I'm not going to accept this. Either you're going to um, change it, or suffer the consequences. And women, how far you can be pushed. So I'm not saying give up on things because a man won't change. Because like I said, you can never change a man. But with your love and unconditional love, that man is either going to become wise or he's going to stay in his ways. If he stays in his ways, you know what to do. And I'm going to leave that at that. My next question, coming from my man out in North Carolina, King Brian P. Arthur, motivational speaker, great man. He says, what is your motivation? My motivation is my family. Seeing smiles on my family's face. Being able to know that I want to give my family a life. The motivation that I have is be able to give my family a life that I know I can give them. That's my biggest motivation is my family. And he says, and what's the most important in your life? Again, my family is the most important thing in my life. Always have been, always will be. More now than before because I'm a wiser man. And with that being said, people, that's pretty much all the questions I have for right now. I'm going to end this right now on a good note with some words of some motivating words. Words that I've come up with. It says, I am who I am today because I decided who I want to be. Everything starts with a decision and has to be followed by actions before you will become. I am king. Okay, people, just know that you are the king or queen of your life. Always will be, always have been. Again, if you need a motivational book to pick up, don't sleep on the GPS Success Guide. You can always get that at my website, gpsimmonsjr.com. That's gpsimmonsjr.com. And with that being said, people, thank you for your time. Thank you for the questions. I hope that I've helped somebody in some kind of way with this, with doing this. If you have any questions that you want to ask me, hit me up on Facebook, people. I will get on here and answer them. Remember, I don't deal with mess. So please keep your questions respectful and respect me as a family, as a married man and a family man. With that being said, peace, people. Be good, and I'll see you later. Peace.